Namaste, and welcome to Returning Home Yoga and More with Jeanette. I'm Jeanette, and this is class number 4 of our Gentle Beginner Yoga series. So I invite you to either find a comfortable seated position, and if your body prefers to start practice lying down, please go ahead and choose that. And just noticing as you settle either into your seat or onto your back, if you can create a spine that is straight, right from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. Eyes are invited to close, or for those seated, if you prefer to have your gaze resting upon a spot 2-3 feet out in front of you, please go ahead and rest the gaze there. We begin to simply notice the current rhythm of breath, encouraging facial features to grow soft, creating space between eyebrows, and a smoothness upon the forehead. Notice if the spine ends up slumping if you're seated, and if it does, just every so often, take a gentle inhale to re-lengthen it. We notice any emotions that might be present. And simply acknowledging whether we're feeling sad, relieved, happy, frustrated. Just allowing whatever's there to be acknowledged. And from there, we begin to deepen breath. Beginning to, on the inhale, take the breath in through the back of the throat. Exhaling the breath coming back through the back of the throat. And you might begin to hear the gentle sound of the ocean within you. Noticing which areas of the torso expand on your inhalations. And which areas of the torso gently contract and soften on the exhalations. And if you find breathing in and out through the back of the throat is a little bit elusive today, feel free to return to the abdominal breathing, the belly breath. Whenever the mind wanders into to-do lists or events from your day or week, just continually return attention to the breath again and again. And observing any sounds within your space. And allowing whatever you hear to be there. It all becomes part of your experience of practicing yoga. Eventually, we cultivate the ability to acknowledge sounds, whatever they are, and to immediately return back to the breath, back to the practice. And without rushing, please complete the current cycle of breath. And body returning to breathing itself. We simply observe whether any emotions that we acknowledged earlier may have shifted or changed in some way. On an inhale, please sweep arms out and up. Gentle sigh, hands come to the heart. We open practice with the single sound of Om. Inhale. Namaste. And once again, welcome to this fourth class. Let's come into table pose to begin our practice today. If being on your knees is a little bit iffy, feel free to come into your seated cat-cow. I believe we did that in video number 2. Otherwise, you can use a blanket under your knees for a little extra cushioning. You could put a fold in your mat. Hands find their way under shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Let's inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, look over one shoulder, bringing that hip towards it with just the pelvis shifting. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. Inhale through center. Exhale over. Inhale through center. Exhale over. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale. Feel the hip moving towards shoulder, shoulder moving towards hip. Inhale through center. As you exhale, walk your arms forward and see if you can bring your chest towards the ground, maintaining the hips above knees if possible. Come back to the breath. On your next inhale, slide hands under shoulders, coming up. Big toes touch, knees widen significantly. Inhale. As you exhale, begin to sink the sits bones towards heels. Reach the arms out in front of you. Inhale, lengthen through the front of the spine. And as you exhale, let the body soften and release towards ground. Inhale, lengthen through the front of the torso. And as you exhale, maybe the body softens a little further. 2 more breaths at your own rhythm. On your next inhale, let's come through table. As you exhale, spread fingers wide. Draw the shoulder blades slightly down and in towards the spine. Broaden the collarbones. Inhale, begin to lift your heart, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Feel the belly hug right into the back body. Chin finds the throat. Inhale, heart comes towards ground, tilt the tail. Looking up as neck allows. Remember to always listen to your body, just doing what you can do. Exhale, rounding. As you inhale, feel the breath moving up the spine. As you exhale, feel the breath moving down the spine. 2 more rounds at your own rhythm. The next time you inhale, feel the tail tilt, lift the heart, curl the toes. As you exhale, lift the knees just a little, creating some strength through the upper body. Inhale. Exhale, reach the buttocks to the wall behind you. Knees are bent significantly. Really anchor down through the base of fingers and thumbs. And as we explored in the second class, if you prefer to have your hands on blocks, feel free to place them there. As you inhale, begin to lengthen through front of spine. As you exhale, feel the legs lengthening, your head relaxing, and your arms releasing further and further out of the wrist joints. The neck relaxes. 2 full breaths here. Yeah. Take a look between the hands, bend your knees. On an inhale, walk your feet forward. Place your hands to the shins, slide them up. And as you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. A reminder, if you have osteoporosis, you want to stay in the half forward fold as opposed to rounding the spine downwards. As you inhale, lengthen through front of spine. Exhale, bend your knees. Anchor through the feet. Inhale, let's straighten to sky. Exhale, bring hands to the heart. Pause here, just allowing the body to settle into the standing shape. And release the arms. Turn to face the long end of your mat. Or turning to face the screen might be a better way to term that. Moving into more of a standing warm-up today. Let's interlace the fingers so it feels strange. As you inhale, bring palms to chin. Exhale, palms come down. Anchor through the feet. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, arms beside you. Interlace fingers. Inhale to nose. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, arms out and down. Again, inhale, hands to forehead. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, beside you. Pausing, palms roll forward, thumbs roll back. Place your feet a little wider than hip distance. We're going to create the same arm movement, adding the legs. So once again, interlace fingers. Inhale, palms to chin. Exhale, bend your knees, bring the hands towards ground. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms out and towards ground. Interlace fingers, inhale, palms to nose. Exhale, bend the knees, float towards ground with the arms. Inhale, rise to sky. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, bring the palms up towards the head. Exhale, palms come down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, arms beside you. Pausing, Once again, the fingers spread, the palms roll forward. And we take a moment to allow the new energy floating within the body to be absorbed. Turn the palms to face body. Inhale, one arm, shoulder height. As you exhale, turn the palm forward, turn the head opposite direction. Hold, breathe. Next inhale, look forward, bring the arm up. As you exhale, create space between ear and shoulder. Press through the feet, inhale, grow long. Exhale, begin to fold over. Anchor through both feet evenly. Your head might look towards the ground. It might look forward. It might look up towards the armpit. Whatever feels appropriate for you. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. On an inhale, bring bottom arm to meet top. And as you exhale, will the palms connect. Press through both feet, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower arms. Take a moment. Feel inside the body for movement, aliveness. If you need to roll the shoulders at all, please do so. Other arm, inhale, just shoulder height. Exhale, palm faces forward, look opposite direction. Come back to the breath. As you inhale, arm rises, head looks forward. Exhale, pause to create that space between ear and shoulder. Press through the feet, inhale, lengthen from the outer ankle right up to the fingertips. Exhale, begin your fold over into that half moon shape. Find the position for your head. Come back to the breath. Next inhale, bottom arm, hand meets top. As you exhale, pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms lower. Again, we take a few moments to integrate, to allow the body to simply complete its energy cycle. Let's bend the knees, bring your hands to the thighs, a standing cat-cow here. Feet could be more shoulder distance apart, maybe a little wider. As you inhale, begin to tilt the tailbone, lift the chest, look up as body allows. Exhale, begin to round your spine, letting the chin come in towards throat. Inhale, feel the torso lengthening. And as you exhale, rounding. So those with osteoporosis should just come a little bit of rounding, not really deep. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, roll the shoulders. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, find Tadasana. Ankles coming below the hips. Shoulders above hips as body allows. Let's explore a sun salute. Hands come to the heart center. Feel the feet anchoring you into the ground. Inhale, arms out and up. Lift the heart skyward. As you exhale, fold from the hips, flat back. Knees bend as much as needed. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, look forward. Exhale, fold towards earth. Soft knees, flat back, lead with heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale to heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold from the hips. Knees are bent as much as body needs. Inhale, feel the hands sliding up the shins. Look forward, roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold to earth. Inhale, rise, lead with the heart. Exhale, hands back to the starting position. And again, one more. Inhale. Exhale, feel the bending coming right from the hips. Inhale, feel the front body lengthening forward. Exhale, slide to honor the earth. Bend the knees flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Releasing arms. Pausing for that integration. Widen the legs. Feet are facing the long end of the mat. Turn one leg full 90 degrees from the hips so the toes are straight ahead. Your other heel turns away from you, a little or a lot depending on your pelvis. Your hips are more towards the long end of the mat as opposed to the narrow end. Legs are about apart, about the length of one of yours. Inhale, arms shoulder height. Exhale, let's bend into that warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Feel the shoulders rising effortlessly above the hips. The arms lengthening out of shoulder joints. Turn the front palm up. Inhale, peaceful warrior. As you exhale, pause here. Inhale, coming up. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, release arms, turn toes forward. Other leg turns right from the hip joint, that full 90 degree. Other heel turns away. Inhale, arms shoulder height. Exhale, feel the knee coming right above your ankle. Feel the shoulders nice and tall above hips. Turn front palm up, inhale. Exhale, settle the shoulders as you anchor through that back foot so that back leg is straight. Inhale, arms shoulder height. Lengthen through front leg. Exhale, release arms. Walk the feet in just a little. Turn the other leg back to that 90 degree. Toes facing the narrow end of mat. Other heel turns away. Front heel aligns either with the back arch or the back heel. It really depends on the mobility within your pelvis. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale, arms shoulder height. As you exhale, simply lengthen the side body out of the hips. You get a nice long line. As you exhale, simply swivel the arms within shoulder joints, letting bottom arm land wherever it lands, top arm above shoulder. Head looks down, straight ahead or up. And we come back to the breath, 3 rounds here. Good. Press evenly into the feet. Imagine a hook attached to your toe as I slide. Imagine a hook attached to the top arm. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms lower. Wasn't quite expecting that. All right, other leg, right from the hip joint, it turns that full 90 degree. Other heel turns away. Feel a subtle drawing in of the low belly. Inhale, arms shoulder height. Exhale, once again, lengthen the torso out of your hip. Allow your arms to swivel, your gaze to find a spot, and the breath to come back into your awareness fully. Pressing through both feet evenly if possible. Imagine the hook attached to the top arm. Inhale, let's rise. Exhale. Toes face forward, arms lower. We roll the shoulders. Let's go into that pose one more time. So other leg shifts, toes 90 degree forward, other heel slightly behind. Inhale. Feel the arms floating to shoulders. Exhale, begin to lengthen out of your pelvis, your hip. And as you exhale, let the arms swivel. Encourage a length through both sides of your body. Come back to your breath. And you might notice the action of your foot. How it's working quite significantly to help you maintain this pose. As you inhale, slide up. Exhale, lower the arms. Bring your back foot in quite a bit and turn your pelvis, your whole body, to face the narrow end of your mat. Your back leg has the toes facing subtly forward, the front toes also. Ideally, your pelvis facing towards that narrow end. Hands land on the hips. Let's inhale, begin to lift the heart. As you exhale, fold from the hips. Slide your hands to the sacrum and see if you can maintain a balanced position through the pelvis. So that'll most likely mean that you just come forward a little. And if you discover that one hip is higher than the other, just lift the torso till you feel them come even again. You might have a slight bend into that front knee. And the breath is here with you. Good. As you inhale, lengthen, lift from your hips. And as you exhale, turn to face the narrow or the long end of your mat. Give the legs a shake and pause into Tadasana. Tadasana is that essential stacking of joint upon bone, bone upon joint. Very similar to a proper posture position. Let's take the legs wide, but not as wide as you would go for your warrior poses. Other leg turns at full 90 degrees and your other heel turns away. Starting with Trikonasana. Once again, inhale, arms shoulder height. Exhale, feel the lengthening coming out of your hip and along the whole side of your body. As you exhale, let the arms land wherever they find themselves. Really important here that we don't force the body to go deeper than it's ready. If we do, that can create issues within the pelvis region. Let's come back to the breath. Good. Press through the feet, inhale. Let that hook lift you to the sky. As you exhale, lower the arms. Bring your back foot in significantly. Turn the pelvis, turn the body to face the narrow end of your mat. Hands can come right to the sacrum to start with. We inhale, lift the heart. And as we exhale, we begin the fold from the hips. Let that front knee bend a little if it needs to. And we pay attention to whether the pelvis drops or lifts. And we want to see if we can maintain this balanced shape. So again, you might not go too far forward quite yet. Come back to the breath. Next, inhale, press through the feet strongly. Let's rise. Exhale, releasing, coming to face forward and pausing. Rolling the shoulders and taking the time for the integration. Hands come back to the heart. Inhale, sweep arms out and up. Exhale, fold at the hips, bend your knees, float forward. Inhale, salute the sun. Feel the front body lengthening. Exhale, fold over to Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Your hands can come to the elbows. Your neck could lengthen. And we might bring a little bit more weight to the ball mounts of the toes, so that area just below the toes. 2 more breaths here. On your exhale, release the arms, bend the knees, arms sweep forward and upward. Exhale, hands land into the center of the chest. We release. And we pause. Good. All right, balance. We will become eagles today, hopefully. Let's inhale. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bring one arm above the other. Give yourself that big hug. Inhale, slide shoulders to ears. Exhale, draw the shoulders down. And see if it's available for the backs of your hands to come towards each other. And then the top hand might be able to reach for the bottom hand. We pause here. And breathing into the sensation that is most likely quite prominent. And on your exhale, we release the arms. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, big hug, other arm to the top. See if you can stack elbows. Backs of the hands come towards each other, and we see if we can bring hands together. If not, that's okay. Just give yourself a big hug with the hands resting continually on the shoulders. We return to breath. And on the exhale, releasing. Okay. Roll the shoulders. So we had the legs this time. Let's ensure the feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Inhale, lift, heart. Exhale, give yourself the big hug, right arm coming to the top. Stack the elbows if possible. See if you can twist tie the arms. Inhale, lengthen through spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, tilt slightly forward. And as you're ready, your left leg will cross over. Your left. And we see if the thighs can connect. You could touch the toes to the ground either with the leg crossed or just on the same side. On your exhale, let's slowly release. Giving the legs a shake, the arms a shake. Inhale. Exhale, shoulder height. Inhale, open. Exhale, other arm comes to the top, so the left one. See if you can stack elbows. Backs of the hands come to connect or not. Low belly draw subtly into spine. Inhale, anchor through feet. Exhale, bend the knees, come slightly forward. Find your focal point, and your other leg crosses over, so your right one. Again, the toes might touch. You might just have them lightly touching. And we find the breath. On the exhale, slowly release. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Roll the shoulders. Let's bring the arms beside you. Inhale, slide shoulders to ears. As you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Interlace the fingers so it feels strange. See if you can have the thumbs touching side to side. Then the hands could rest onto the sacrum area. Press through the feet. Inhale, begin to lift your heart skyward. Feel the arms hugging into each other right from the shoulder blades moving towards midline. Inhale, coming up, bend your knees. As you exhale, let the belly land onto the thighs. Encourage the arms up towards sky as your head releases towards ground. Good. As you inhale, bend the knees as much as needed. Lead with your heart. Rise to sky. Exhale, release. Palms roll forward, thumbs roll back. Maybe there's a bit of a sigh. And we release. Standing back bend, and you've Uttanasana. Place the hands onto the low back so the fingers face up or down. It really depends on what's available in your wrist joints. Feel the inner thighs rolling towards each other ever so subtly. We're anchoring through the feet. Inhale, once again, lengthen and lift the torso upwards as you bring the back body into a gentle curve. Now you might find that this is where you stay with your hands supporting at the low back. If you have back issues, I would recommend you just stay here, especially if you've never done this pose before. If it's available, your hands might come to the heart center. And we have this length through the back of the neck here. Your gaze might be more forward if that feels best in your body. As you inhale, coming up. Pause as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Let the belly find the thighs. Wrap your arms around legs. Inhale, gentle lengthening through the front of your spine. And as you exhale, let your knees stay bent
Yet encourage your legs to straighten a little more. Seeing if you can maintain belly and torso connection to thighs. You might change the cross of the arms so it feels a little different. And we return to the breath. And on an inhale, rebend knees significantly, release arms. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pause for your integration. Once again, inhale, arms straight up. Exhale, float belly to leg. Walk hands and feet away from each other. Downward facing dog. Now we are going to come through a plank position and lower through a chaturanga onto the ground. If you have wrist issues, you might come to the forearms for your plank. You might just find your way onto your belly a different way than what is offered here. As you inhale, wiggle the feet behind you. Bring your shoulders above your hands. Feel the low belly nice and strong into your spine. Inhale, bring yourself to the tippy toes. Exhale the knees to the ground. Hug the arms in. Lower the chest to the ground. See if your bum can stay lifted. Inhale, slither the belly onto the ground. Adjust if your head is touching the carpet or the floor. Slide your hands towards your hips. Your legs can be hip distance apart or even wider if that feels more comfortable for your back. Pressing gently into hands, inhale, lengthen the torso, lift the chest, and feel all 10 toes connected to ground. Inhale, exhale, lower. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, see if you can hold this time. Inhale, exhale, lower. This time we see if we can hold for 3 breaths. If body prefers the inhale up, the exhale down, please choose it. And if the body's simply ready for rest, please honor that as well. I'd like you to actively press down through the tops of your feet now, where shoelaces would be if you had shoes on. Inhale, lengthen and lift into cobra. As you exhale, hug your arms close to body, draw the shoulders down. Come back to your breath. Now you might be lifting higher than what I lift. You might be lifting lower. Whatever it is, it's perfect. Please listen to your body. On your next exhale, lower to ground. Let your arms release. Turn your head one direction and let everything relax. The toes can turn to face each other. Turning head other direction, please. Chin or forehead comes to the mat. Hands slide a little bit below the shoulder area. Inhale, lift the chest, come through table. Exhale, land into child's pose where there's no effort. Arms relax, head releases. And we take deep breaths, feeling the belly expanding into the legs. On your next inhale, slowly come up, sitting onto the heels. Now, if the knees are a little bit cranky with that, you can take a blanket, slide it right up under the knees, and see if that makes it more available to sit back onto the heels. Roll the shoulders, nice and slow, 2 or 3 each direction. Maybe putting breath with the movement, so the inhale when the shoulders come up, the exhale when they come down. Pausing. And let's come on to the buttocks, extending the legs in front of you. Actually going to shift directions. Remove muscle and flesh from the sits bones and give the legs a roll. Seated twist. So in previous videos we've explored having the foot right in beside the leg. We've taken it over. Today the invitation is to bend your right leg, cross it over, bend your other leg, and see if you can sit onto both sits bones. So you don't want to be sitting onto that foot that's off close to the hip. Now if you're a little cockeyed, you could take your blanket and just sit the pelvis up so you feel a little more balanced. If that's not available, keep your left leg straight. Press down through the foot that's crossed over. Encourage your spine to be straight. Inhale your left arm up. And as you exhale, turn the body, wrap that left arm around the leg. So it's opposite arm to leg. Inhale your other arm up. Exhale it behind you. Inhale, anchor and grow tall. Exhale, hug that back shoulder blade a little closer to midline. Inhale. Exhale, maybe your head turns further behind you. Stay with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Give the legs a little roll. And left leg crosses over. Again, if when you go to try the other, it's too much, just keep the right leg straight. It's your choice. Bending the right leg, seeing if the buttocks can sit onto the ground, not onto this foot that's out to the side here. Press down strongly through the foot that's crossed over. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, turn to the bent leg, wrap your arm around it. Inhale, other arm up. Exhale, bringing it behind you, close to body if you can. Inhale, anchor and lengthen. Exhale, hug that back shoulder blade a little closer to the spine. Inhale. Exhale, head could turn a little further. Stay with your breath. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Give the legs a roll. Come a little further forward onto your mat. Inhale, lengthen torso. Exhale, tuck the tail. Begin to lower onto the back body with or without the help of the hands. And once you've lowered, adjust the spine for straightness. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Draw your knees in, wrap arms, a little massage. And as you're ready, settle into relaxation. Utilizing props under the knees, thighs if needed. Maybe you place a blanket onto your belly and hips. Shoulder blades could come slightly in towards spine. Arms away from the body, a distance that feels comfy. Run the tongue along teeth and gums. A big sigh as your body relaxes more fully into the support of mat, floor, and of course energetically into the earth. Rest attention into the belly. Inhale, belly expanding up through the torso to the collarbone. Exhaling from collarbones down through rib cage to belly. And again, inhale, belly, feel expansion through rib cage to collarbones. Little pause. Exhale from collarbones through belly. And one more round at your own rhythm. Giving the body any permission it needs to fully let go, to fully relax. Acknowledging the distractions within the mind, within the room that you're in, allowing them simply to be here, part of your experience. Return to your breath again and again. If you wish to stay longer in this relaxed position, please do so. Just pause the video and come out when you're ready. Please begin to deepen the breath, creating movement at the toes, the thumbs, the fingers, ankle and wrist rotations. Maybe a full body stretch. Maybe a hugging of the knees into chest. Maybe some movement, side to side, or a circle, sacrum circle or two. Seeing if the body's wisdom can guide what movement it needs to continue the reawakening. Eventually one arm slides over your head onto the ground. Roll the body that side. We pause here, allowing that transition shape. The body has an opportunity to adjust slowly from one position to the other. The exhale with helping hands coming to seated. Hands settle onto the legs. Place your left hand onto your heart, the other hand to your belly. Inhale, belly. Expand up to the chest region. Exhale from chest to belly. 2 more like that, please, at your own rhythm. Feeling expansion into the hands, perhaps. When that 3rd round completes, hands come to the heart. We close with a single Om and 3 Shanti. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this gentle beginner yoga series. I encourage you to check out the other videos on my channel. There's lots of different ones to choose from. Breathing, relaxation, gentle yoga, yoga for low back and neck issues. There's quite a variety. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. I'd really love to have you here regularly. And I wish you an amazing rest of your day or evening. Until next time, namaste.